Hi guys, this is Vidas,
And Ausra.
and let's start episode number 40 of Ask Vidas and Ausra podcast. And today's question was sent by Parvo, who writes, identification of sounds to the appropriate chords is a problem for me. Could you explain how do you understand this question, Ausra?
Well, actually, I think if I understand it right, that when he learning maybe a new music, it's hard for him to tell, while listening to those chords, if the notes are appropriate or not.
So,
If he is playing basically a correct chord, I think that's a problem.
so that's the hearing problem, right?
Yes, yes.
So imagine you're playing a piece, let's say by Bach, chorale prelude, and in other words, he cannot understand what does this sound, this note mean, right? Which chord would go with this sound, with this note? Is this sort of, does this make sense?
Well, yes, and the trouble might be, I see like a double problem in this type of question. One thing might be that he does not know the keyboard harmony well enough, and another thing that his harmonic pitch might not be developed enough yet, because sometimes people can have a perfect pitch and very good melodic hearing, but we cannot have like harmonic pitch.
Exactly.
That's a different different hearing of music.
Do you think that one is born with this pitch, harmonic pitch, or one can develop this over time?
Well, some people, of course, we are born with that kind of pitch, but I think you can develop it, and for people who play like melodic instrument like violin, flute, oboe, and so on and so forth, usually we develop better like melodic pitch. But people who play piano, organ, harpsichord, they develop, or like choir conductors,
Even guitar.
even guitar. When you have sort of chordal structure, you can develop well the harmonic pitch.
So basically, what you're saying, organ playing really helps to develop harmonic pitch.
Yes, yes. But of course, if that's a trouble for you, if you cannot hear, if that note belongs to that particular chord, that means that you have to analyze music that you're playing first, just to study the harmonic progressions. Play those chords separately. Maybe write the names down, and that should help, I think.
Well, exactly. What kind of chords are the most crucial in any tonal composition? What kind of type of chords?
Well, that's tonic, subdominant, dominant.
Three.
Yes, and of course we are inversions, and then all kind of other modifications of these chords.
Here's the thing, guys. If you know the key of the piece that you are currently playing, right, and you know the circle of fifths, and you know those three types of chords, as Ausra was mentioning earlier, tonic, subdominant, and dominant, you can basically identify the meaning of any given chord. Not necessarily it will be very precise. Maybe
Sure.
You will not necessarily be able to identify diminished seventh chord and its inversion, right? Or let's say sixth scale degree first inversion chord. But when you know tonic, subdominant, and dominant, and you compare those three chords to any given chord that you are playing in your music, you will see that some notes will match. Am I right, Ausra?
Sure. Definitely.
And then you can say, oh, this is a tonic function, or this is dominant function, or this is the subdominant function. That's enough for starters, don't you think?
Yes, that's enough. Definitely. And just, be careful when you are learning a new piece of music, because, it's very easy to learn it in incorrect way, with the wrong notes. And then it will be very hard, for you to correct it.
Mm-hmm.
So just, be very careful at the beginning.
It's always very good to basically lead with your mind and not with your fingers.
Sure. And like in any given piece of music, usually, you start in one key, and when the key switches, it can switch for a short time, but it can, modulate for a longer time, and then go back and, travel through keys. So just know that, tonal structure of a piece. This will help you too. And write it down in the score. It will help you, to learn the text correctly.
And to understand the meaning of the notes.
Sure.
And basically you will be thinking like this composer who created this masterpiece.
Yes, and after a while you will see sort of some sort of tendencies, like cadences. You will start to identify them, and knowing the structure also help you to play music in a right manner, not to play like a robot,
Mm-hmm.
but to play more musically.
Do we have any trainings that we could recommend for people to refresh their harmony and analytical skills, Ausra?
Yes, we have some of them.
The one, for example, harmony for organists, if you want to start from the beginning, level 1, or harmonization workshop. I think that would be helpful too. Or even Bach chorale analysis workshop, right? Where you will learn how to analyze four-part harmony found in Bach's chorales.
Yes, or you can just on the YouTube find my videos with harmonic exercises, which will be, I think, very helpful for you to try to play yourself some sequences or modulations.
Yes.
Or basic cadences.
Excellent. So guys, please apply our tips in your practice and let us know, for example, what was number one thing which was the most helpful to you this week, and you applied it in your practical playing this week. This is really helpful. We would appreciate it, and this of course will help us produce even more helpful podcasts for you. And please send us more questions that you might have, more challenges. We love helping you grow. The best way to do this is through subscription to our blog. When you go to organduo.lt, you enter your email address and you become our subscriber, and you will receive this free 10-day organ playing mini course with our lessons on how to master any organ composition. This is very helpful in the long run. And then you can reply to our messages. Oh, you can hear our dog barking in the background.
Yes.
Somebody is coming, so we better run to check. Okay, this was Vidas.
And Ausra.
And have fun practicing.